It is pouring. It's been pouring again all night long. Just gone out to feed animals. Update on Kate. Hasn't had babies yet. They are all in the shelters, so that's good. Yeah, her udder's looking quite tight today, and she's very, very pink and swollen at the back. I tried to get a photo to show you, but of course, as I had the camera ready, she put her tail down so you couldn't see. But I think it might come tonight or today, but luckily they are staying inside. Here's one of my black and white cats. Besides my two cats, they don't hang out together anymore, but you can you see there's a ginger cat there? I seem to be feeding this ginger cat as well. And then there's a white and ginger cat that I seem to have inherited as well. So I now have 4 cats that I'm feeding. So I've just put up just a little bit of top on this end, just to have like a nice cozy corner inside. And I've done the same over here, so that if rain does blow from this angle, that it won't blow in. But yeah, so there's this house that's got a cozy corner, and that one's got a nice big cozy corner. And for those concerned, there's one cat and there's the other cat. So they're both here. This gives you an idea how much rain we've had. So I suppose you've always got to find humor in all situations. So I had to have my 3 monthly blood tests and urine samples and all of that done. And so they gave me this big, like a 1 liter canister that I had to collect 24 hours of pee in. And I looked at it, and the top, I thought, this is made for collecting men's pee. I don't have that special appendage to fit into this container to fill it up. So I'm going to have to find something else, because I had to start from 7 o'clock in the morning and then finish 7 o'clock the next morning. So you had to have your first pee of the day. It was very important. So I woke up bright and early, like 6:30 in the morning, and I thought, oh, I need to pee very badly. What am I going to pee in? And I had sort of like the bucket outside with my mop in. And okay, that bucket has been outside to the elements, but I didn't think anything of it. Anyway, took the mop out, went, washed the bucket, rinsed it out so that there's no detergents, nothing, everything is perfect. Put it down on the bathroom floor. By this stage, my legs were almost crossed. I needed to pee so badly. Anyway, I went down, whoops, onto this bucket. And the whole bucket disintegrated. And I was sitting with my bare bum in amongst shards of broken plastic bucket and pee all around me. I just started laughing. But I mean, what else can you do? And then I'm thinking, how am I going to get up from here? And then the second question is, how am I going to get any of this pee to put in the container? So yeah, that's a little bit of a funny story, but Needless to say, no first thing in the morning pee made that container for that particular day, and I had to then obviously mop the bathroom floor. But yeah, never sit on a plastic bucket that has been outside exposed to the elements. That's the lesson from this video. So it's a very sad day. Kate went into labor this morning, but the lamb was massive, and we tried to pull. I even got the neighbor to come over and help, and the lamb didn't make it. It obviously, it was so big, and trying to come out, it was too tight around the lamb's neck, and a massive lamb, even bigger than Ruby's one. So keeping Kate in, we've got the afterbirth out. She's feeling sad, we all feeling a bit sad. So Kate is up walking around, and I'm going to go and dig a hole now to go and bury this lamb. Over here you can see the whole contingent talking to her. But I'm going to keep her in. I think I've got an anti-inflammatory that I'm going to give her as well. Right, time to fold this up. I'm not sure if I can fit it in this container, but we're going to give it a go. Fold this up, pack this away till next olive harvest season. The pigs are enjoying this weather and the grazing. There's Chris over there. The others will be in one of the other pens. Oh, there's another two. Tell you, these waterproof boots, best investment. I think it was actually Bev that sent them through to me. Yeah, Chris. So I'm coming to my wood pile over here to see if I can find some dry wood, because with this cold I've been going through wood so quickly, and I've got a lot of wood, but it's not all dry. So I'm going to see if there's any dry wood at the bottom of this pile. What, you coming to see if there's something in this bucket? I promise you there's nothing in this bucket. Now here comes apple pie as well. Nothing in the bucket, Chris. It's going to have wood in it. You're also going to have a look. Yeah, you don't believe me. I know you don't believe me. Nothing in the bucket. Nothing was in the bucket. Now you're going to knock the bucket over. We know how you work. And so on another sad note, Tandi disappeared just over a week ago. So as you might be aware, she's had like a fixation with sheep, and we had to sort of fence the backyard area to keep her in, because if she would go and chase the shepherd's sheep, and he would threaten her. So for her own safety, we had to keep her in. Monday, when I opened the gate, she raced past me like a bullet, and before I even got to my house, she'd run off the farm, around the farm, onto the neighbor's property, and I saw her chasing the sheep and the lambs. Like, she doesn't attack them, she thinks it's a game, but the sheep don't think it's a game. Anyway, the neighbors brought her back. They were obviously not very happy, and and sometimes when I get people that come and visit the farm, they don't always close the gate securely. So I had people that had come to visit, and the next morning Tandi was gone, and I've searched everywhere, and the girls usually have their farm closed, so it was just, they must have had the gate open. That's how she got in the Monday to chase their sheep and their lambs. Yeah, I've searched everywhere. All I can think of, she went after someone's sheep, and they punished her for it. So I've been waiting, but it's over a week. She hasn't come back. So that's, you don't see Tandi, that's what's happened to her. So much rain. This is why one can't put a lid on the water mine, because in rainy season the water mine turns into a lake, and as more rain is expected, it's going to spread out even further. So what we will be doing, because I'm going to be doing another sheep pen over here, so this will then have a fence around it. But you got to make the fence quite big because it spreads out quite a lot. I've had friends give me lots of oranges again, so lots of vitamin C for these pigs. So Red Velvet didn't come down for feed this morning. She was eating no problem last night. She was a normal self, jumping up to get her little piece of apple like I always give her. This morning she didn't come down, and I've gone to check, and unfortunately she's passed. I don't know why. She wasn't sick. She was eating last night. Anyway, you know, she's the little pig that shouldn't have made it, and she managed to live for like about 6 months when the vet didn't even expect her to live through her first night. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad day. I have debated long and hard whether I should make this video, and it's not an easy video to make, and I know that, you know, like in my comment section there are always people that you should have, could have, yeah, and that I am going to be probably facing a lot of that, but I've tried to keep this channel real and show you the good as well as the bad things that happen. And unfortunately in life, not everything is good. So this video is quite a sad video. So this morning Red Velvet didn't come down for her food like she normally does. They'll always come from wherever they're grazing in their camp, when it's feeding time, they'll all gather at the gate. And last night I fed her. She came for a normal piece of apple, no problem. Anyway, when she didn't come for feed this morning, I went to look, and she was in the pig house and she'd passed, and there was like blood from her nose, and yeah, so I think her lungs, which had been so badly damaged when she was a few days old, when we managed to bring her back from the death, then I don't know, they just couldn't last. And yeah, anyway, I was driving in the car, and a song came on the radio by a group called Pasture called Let It Go, and it sort of let her go. It just, the lyrics really spoke to me, and it's not something I can't actually put the song because of copyright on my video, but if you look up Passenger and you look up the song Let Her Go and you listen to the lyrics, you can see why it meant so much to me. And it's just like this last week now, Tandi's gone. You know, Kate's lamb didn't make it, and now Red Velvet is gone. Farming can be really hard. It can be hard, and yeah, it's not always easy. So but tomorrow's another day, and it can be better. And you know, in the last video, someone asked, oh, where's the other cat? And some mean-spirited person just put, it died. My other cat hasn't died. In fact, I've actually now got 4 cats here because I'm feeding 2 other strays that have come along. So, but they don't always hang out together. And I was just thinking, how mean is it to put a response, oh, it died? And then all these things that have happened this week, it's just, I don't know. So, some people can be, they sometimes they think they're funny, but to make a comment like that, I don't find it very funny. And I keep asking myself, what could I have done differently? Like, what could I have done with that lamb? Like, I've been doing some research. Was it that did I give them, was it because the olives contained too much protein and they were eating in the olive grove? And it actually, the research shows olives are low protein. And then I was looking and thinking, well, maybe it's the olive leaves, and they're saying it's a really good form of fodder for animals because it's got basically 0 protein. And I think it's because I give the sheep grain. I don't give them a lot of grain. I just give like 3 scoops in the morning and 3 scoops at night, and that's for all 9 of them. But the grain does contain a lot of protein, and I think it's making maybe the lambs too big, because even Ruby's lamb was very big. And so I'm going to cut down the grain, but I keep thinking, what could, I mean, I checked on her during the night. She wasn't in labor. I don't know what I could have done differently. I don't know. It's just hard when things like this happen on the farm. But you know what? unfortunately, it's part of it. As I've said before, I grew up on a chicken farm, and like every morning, you know, the chickens, there were always chickens that didn't make it during the night, always. So, and they would be, you know, taken out. So it's one of the, like, if you're just growing crops, then I suppose if your crop fails, you probably feel the same way. I don't know. I'm just probably not making much sense now, but my head isn't in a good place at this moment. So I've got these pigs on that side. I'm going to throw them some food, and then we're going to be bringing down the pigs from the other pen. So that's the plan. So the sheep aren't happy. They're back in their pen for us to do this big move. We've got electric fence up to try and stop them. They're all coming down to the gate over here. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I open this gate. Yes. Yes, Nickadoodle, your friend is gone. Right, so these pigs, all 12 of them, followed me down. There's nothing in there, Maggie. You want to have a look? You don't believe me. Okay, have a look. You can look. See, nothing in there. I've poured it out. There's Chris over there. They're all now going to be able to go. There's 3 big fields filled with lots of grass. They're all going to go out and graze. And we're going to hope that Flapjack doesn't do his normal breaking out. And Jellybean and Gingerbread. Who's the other one that moves? Blueberry over there. Those are the escape artists and Cupcake. So thanks to Rachel and her 2 helpers, absolute success. All of those 12 pigs just followed me all the way down straight into the grazing paddocks. So huge relief, moved them down. Something successful. And I have a babooti in the oven because I've promised Rachel and her family a babooti to thank them for all their help. When you accidentally drop an almost full jar of coffee on the floor, you have to wonder, what is this day going to bring? Pigs are all out grazing this morning. So those that moved over are enjoying it. Of course, even though you've got so much grazing out there, you still have the lot waiting inside near the gate for feeding time. So when I call them, they'll all come running in. But there are, most of them are out grazing. There's another one over there. There's some by the fence. There's some at the top there. but there's a whole lot waiting for feeding time. So that is my like sewage pit area there. I want to put a fence around that. Yeah, this wheelbarrow shows you how much rain we've been having. There is some rain forecast later today, but it's not actually bad this morning, so hopefully my solar batteries can charge up a little bit. Some heavy cloud there. And I know it's feeding time, so they're coming running from all over. And yeah, they will fight with each other a little bit initially until they get used to each other again. I'm at the garage in Orchard to get some fence posts because I have a bit of a crazy idea. So Freckles seems to think it's hilarious at night when they all run into their night pen, that before my fat legs can catch up with the galloping sheep to close the gate, she runs straight out again and is out grazing over here, even though they've been grazing grass like this in that other pen all day. So I have this thought that from where the sheep pen is over there, I want to actually do a fence that comes from there, like around the edge of where the water mine is now, all the way up to here to the road, and then I can just do one of those cheap wire fences that I hate, just to put across the road, that I can sort of close it so that she doesn't run out this way. But also when it's closed, then that gives them this whole area. If I close down there where that gate is over there, and there is that other fence, they like grazing around here. The grass is quite long. They can come and graze around there, and then it's going to also stop them from going to the water mine, because the fence will be this side of the water mine. So that's my idea. So for that, I have just got a whole lot more posts. I've learnt the hard way with these posts. Always wear gloves because they are full of splinters. So let's start offloading these. Just put them on the side of the road in the meantime. So posts offloaded. If you are in this area, the best price and best quality posts are from the garage in Orca. He charges $2.90 a post. So what I'm going to start doing is, every time if I get a little bit of money, just buy more fence posts, because yeah, first plan is this side of the water mine up to the road, and then I want to carry on from that pig fence all the way up to the road, and then have another also then a fence this side, so that water mine will be completely fenced in, and that this will be another area for them to go and graze in. So I've had all the chilies fermenting for the past week, so the time has now come to turn it into a hot sauce. Oh my goodness, this is delicious, but it's quite hot. It's going to put hairs on your chest. So all the wood that was, yeah, chopped down under that tree is now in the woodshed pile. So that's good. Typical. Beautiful day to be out grazing all these fields, and instead there's one over there snoozing. There's a whole lot under the tree snoozing. There's another one over there snoozing. I don't know if you can see there. Yeah, we're having a siesta. So this is the bottom well that I haven't come to for quite a while, and you can see it's actually overflowing. I'm actually standing now in water. Yeah, these brambles are going to have to be cut back, but this well I do want to get covered, but it's already, yeah, it's overflowed as well. Big storms predicted for this week again, so this is now far more weather resistant than it was, so that's good. Are you following me around the farm? You coming to say hello? Yes. So I need to start getting these maternity ward pens ready, because I've got piglets coming in, oh I don't know, probably like 3 weeks to a month's time. So this gate is one thing that has to be fixed and made a lot more secure. But as you can see, you can't even open it because there's like a whole build-up of soil that's going to have to be dug out first before one can even open this gate. And yeah, I think it needs to come off, and I've got to do something else with this gate post so that this actually reaches. So got to just clean out that house and put new bedding in that house, and then I'm wanting to build I would say probably about over there another pig house, and then this pen I'm going to divide in half. So this is going to be 2, because they don't really use the whole big area. So divide this into 2 and build another pig house. And then over here you can see there's that pig house there. These are the motion detector lights I have all the way around here. And another pig house has been built already by Rachel when I was away in America. So all that's got to happen over here now, she's also made the most amazing gate that does close, which is incredible. And so just got to divide this pen in half. I'm just looking at that rock over there. But divide this pen in half as well, so then I'll end up with 4 pens. Who's just spotted me? Just busy planning out my course of action. I bought, as I say, 20 posts. I don't think it's going to take 20 posts to come along here to get to there, so that I can have a gate that goes across. So I want to have this gate that it can either come that side if I'm wanting them to be on the side I am now, or the gate to come over there so they can go that way. Yeah, just to control their movements a little bit. Need to give them some fresh hay in there as well. But this tent structure is working well. The other shelter, so they've got a lot of shelter from the bad weather that's coming ahead. How are you doing, Kate? Hey? How are you doing? Yes, Lizzie. Freckles. You've always got to get into it. How are you doing, Kate? Hey? What's it, Freckles? Hmm? How are you doing? You're so beautiful. What's it, Henry? You've always got to get in on the act, hey? You've got to get in on the act. Yes. And you, Freckles? Always. You're all standing, waiting. What do you think is going to be happening? It's not time to let you out yet. I was just coming to say hello to Kate. Yes. Hello, Kate. Yes, Henry. You always want scratches. Always want scratches. Yeah. Yeah. Until I don't have a fence between you and then you try and knock me over. Yeah. So the first stage in turning this area from here to just the edge of the water mine into another sheep grazing area was to actually put sheep fencing on the inside of this cloth fence. This cloth fence is really good quality. I got that from Temu, and it has lasted. It lasted throughout summer. It's lasted through all the rain and everything. But the sheep can go under it. Freckles has discovered she can go under it. So I just wanted to put sheep fencing up here. So this is the first part. Sheep fencing is up here. So this whole area is sort of sorted. Now the next is going to be to do by the water mine up there. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Some creative plans, some sadness, and some funny moments. And that's what makes up the life of a hobby farmer in central Portugal. Anyway, keep sane, keep safe, and I'll see you on the next video.
Cindy got you a present. Can you look and see what it is?
Granny get you something?
What's that? Who's that? Who got you Darth Gator? Did Granny Cindy? Can you say thank you, Granny Cindy? Can you say thank you, Granny Cindy?
Hold on.
Can you say thank you, Granny Cindy?
Gotta squish his middle.
Wow. Can you say thank you, Granny Cindy?
Thank you, Granny Cindy.